Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us. We're going to go live now to a news conference happening at Austin Police Department's headquarters, talking about a series of robberies that appear to be sexually motivated and targeting women in North Austin. Let's take a listen.
The robbery detective with the Austin Police Department. I'm going to be giving the statement first in English and then in Spanish, so if we can just wait for the Spanish. Today, the Austin Police Department Robbery Unit would like to alert the public that we are requesting the community's assistance with identifying a suspect involved in a series of robberies in north central Austin. The suspect in each case is similar in description, and the motive appears to be sexual in nature and is escalating. Our first robbery occurred on September 22nd of this year at 7:56 in the morning in the 1600 block of Rutland Drive. The robbery victim was a Hispanic woman who was walking alone when the suspect touched her inappropriately. He threatened her with a knife and demanded her property. The second case is in the same area on October 11th, 2021 at approximately 8:10 in the morning in the 1700 block of Colony Creek Drive. The victim in this case was a Hispanic woman who was also walking alone when the suspect approached her with a knife and demanded property. Afterwards, he said he would return the property in exchange for sex. The third robbery in this robbery series occurred on October 14th, 2021 at approximately 11:03 a.m. in the 9300 block of Northgate Boulevard. The victim was a Hispanic woman with her child, and they were in an apartment complex laundry room at the time of the robbery. The suspect entered the laundry room and was touching himself inappropriately when he demanded property while also threatening to hurt the woman and take her child. The suspect in all of these cases is a Hispanic male, Spanish-speaking, approximately 20 to 25 years old. He's approximately 5'3" tall, thin build, recently shaved face, and well-groomed with medium-length black hair. I will be providing the same statement in Spanish now. Soy el detective Berowski con la policía de Austin. Mi nombre se deletrea J-A-C-O-B y el apellido es B de Barcelona, E-I-R-O-W-S-K-I. Hoy el Departamento de Policía de Austin, específicamente la unidad de robo, le gustaría avisar al público de que hay una serie de robos que está pasando en el parte norte central de Austin y estamos pidiendo la ayuda de la pública. El sospechoso en cada caso es parecido y el motivo parece ser sexual. En cada robo se está escalando en su comportamiento. El primer robo ocurrió el 22 de septiembre a las 8 menos cuarto por la mañana en el 1600 Rutland Drive. La víctima en este caso ha sido una mujer hispana y estaba andando sola cuando el sospechoso le tocó de una manera inapropiada. Le amenazó con una navaja y exigió su propiedad. En el segundo robo pasó el 11 de octubre a las 8:10 por la mañana en 1700 Colony Creek Drive. La víctima era hispana, estaba andando sola cuando el sospechoso le acercó con una navaja y exigió su propiedad. Después dijo que devolvería la propiedad a cambio por sexo. La tercera y última robo que hemos sido notificados ocurrió el 14 de octubre a las 11:03 de la mañana en el 9300 Northgate Boulevard. La víctima era hispana y tenía su hijo con ella en la lavandería de un apartamento ahí. El sospechoso entró en la lavandería y se estaba tocando de una manera inapropiada. El sospechoso le exigió la propiedad de la mujer y le amenazó con daño físico y que raptaría al hijo. El sospechoso en cada caso es un hombre hispanohablante de unos 20 a 25 años de edad. Mide aproximadamente 5 pies con 3 pulgadas de altura, es delgada, recién afeitado y tiene el pelo de longitud medio negro. Ahora me gustaría abrir para preguntas. I'm now available to take any questions.
What's your advice for the community to protect themselves?
I would advise the community to be aware of their surroundings. If they're out walking alone during the day and as well as night, to not have both of their ears plugged with headphones or earbuds. And if they see anything suspicious, to report it immediately to the police by calling 911. If they are approached by anybody who may match this description, or if they feel uncomfortable in any situation, I would advise that they go as quickly as they can in the opposite direction to a place that may be well lit, where other people are present, where there are witnesses. In each of these cases, nobody else was around.
¿Podría repetir eso en español, las recomendaciones?
Sí, avisaría al público que debería estar pendiente de sus alrededores en todos los momentos. Deberían no tener los auriculares puestos cuando están en el público. Si ven algo sospechoso, deberían cambiar de dirección y ponerte en un lugar más seguro, con más luz y con más gente, porque en cada caso la víctima ha estado sola.
And at the moment that they're asking you for your belongings and you're already pointing with the knife, what do you recommend?
If they're demanding property and they're threatening them with a knife, either try to get away or just give the property over. Yeah.
Can you repeat that in Spanish, please?
Si le están exigiendo dinero con amenaza de una navaja, recomendaríamos que o huyen cuanto más rápido que posible o que dan la propiedad y luego huyen.
Can you describe how the women look? Is there a certain type? You know, they're all Hispanic. Is he targeting the mother, or is he targeting grandmas that are coming back from dropping off their grandchildren? What are some of the features that he's looking for women?
I'm not completely sure if there's a specific physical characteristic that he's targeting. They are just Hispanic women who are alone.
What does it tell you that the suspect isn't afraid to approach victims with their children?
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Like the suspect's not afraid to approach victims with children, right? That they're going to have.
It appears that if the victims have young children with them, that he is not afraid to approach them.
What does that tell you about that person?
I don't really want to comment on that at this time. We're continuing to investigate this, and I don't want to jump to conclusions about why they might be targeting these women.
Can you, I don't know if you want to say it in English or Spanish, but I want it in Spanish too. What are your advice, or give us I guess, an overall view of what he's doing, because you mentioned 3 cases, and
Mhm.
for us to cover those,
Yeah.
it's going to be long.
Okay.
Just tell us what the guy is doing, what's his way of approaching, or his way of assaulting the women.
Okay. El sospechoso en cada caso está acercando a mujeres, normalmente están solas o con un hijo, con un chico. Les está amenazando con una navaja y exigiendo propiedad. En cada caso hay un motivo sexual, a veces se está tocando o menciona alguna demanda para sexo. Y también me gustaría pedir especialmente al público hispano que llamen por favor a la policía, a 911. Estamos aquí para ayudaros. Las víctimas en cada caso han sido hispanohablantes, hispanas, y queremos asegurar que estamos aquí para proteger a esa población igual que lo demás de Austin.
Have you guys caught on to the accent?
Not at this time.
You haven't figured out
No.
what nationality?
No.
That's an area that there's a lot of Hispanic.
Yes. Yes, I'm aware that you know there may be different accents from different countries, and we have not pinpointed that yet.
Can we get the suspect description one more time? Just so we
Yes, sir. He is a Hispanic male, Spanish-speaking, approximately 20 to 25 years old. He is approximately 5'3" tall, a thin build, recently shaved, well-groomed, and has medium-length black hair. Normally, I would also like to add he is wearing athletic-type clothing, like sport shorts and a T-shirt.
Could he be homeless? I was in one of in the most recent attack, and they mentioned something like he doesn't live in one apartment complex, possibly just walked in and said that he could possibly be homeless.
At this point, we're not able to decide if he's homeless or not. It does appear that he may live in that area.
Can you say that?
En este momento no parece, no podemos decir definitivamente si está sin techo, pero parece que vive en esa área.
Anything else? All right. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for sticking with us here on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We just wrapped up that news conference from a robbery detective there at the Austin Police Department. The office is looking for help finding a suspect in a series of robberies that happened in North Austin. If you were unable to catch where exactly those locations are, I'm going to bring up this full screen really quickly so you all can see. Here are the locations and the dates for those robberies. There have been 3 reported so far involving this suspect of a similar description in each of these cases. There you see on September 22nd on Rutland Drive, October 11th on Colony Creek Drive, and then October 14th being the latest on Northgate Boulevard. The police have provided some pretty detailed suspect descriptions, and I would like to point you all to our website really quickly. This is the story that we have going that's updating information about these particular cases. In this story, you can find a detailed map of the locations of these robberies that police are investigating at this time, as well as at the bottom of the story, a pretty detailed description of each of these incidents right there, 1, 2, and 3. And what police are saying is that this suspect is targeting women, and his motive appears to be sexual in nature, and he has used a knife in some of the robberies, and they feel that some of these situations are escalating. That's why they're wanting to get the word out about these robberies and try to get this suspect caught. So if you have information, you can call the Austin Police Department. We have the APD robbery tip line there in this story, 512-974-5092. You can also contact Crime Stoppers anonymously at 512-472-TIPS. Just want to say thank you all again for watching our stream. We will have more information, again, as you just saw there, on our website. That's KXAN.com. You can also find it right on the KXAN News app on your phone, so please download that if you haven't done so already. Thank you all again for watching. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We'll see you back here another time. Please, everybody, have a safe weekend and take care.